We're going to bring on our good friend, Doug Middleton, safety of the New York Jets. Doug, this is Joe and Tyson. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I appreciate you guys having me on the show.
Oh, dude, thank you, because I know it's your downtime now before training camp, so we definitely appreciate your time.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, this is our downtime, but, I guess you really never have a downtime a month before training camp. So we're just still getting ready, still training, still putting in the time.
Yeah, no doubt. And Doug, before we go into anything with football, something that you do a lot in the community, I want to give you a lot of credit for this. You do a lot of things that are kind of near and dear to my heart, and it's a lot of things of mental health. It seems like you're helping try to raise awareness and try to spread a positive word and things like that. Can you share some of that to our listeners?
Oh, for sure. Last year around this time, right before I went to training camp, my best friend, he had been suffering from severe depression for the past 5 years. He suffered from death by suicide, and it kind of hurt me a lot. Well, it did hurt me a lot. It was somebody that was very close to me. We've been best friends since, I want to say, the age of 6. We live in the same neighborhood, a couple houses down from each other. And just seeing some of the things that he suffered from and just not being able to, put myself in his shoes and totally understand what exactly he was dealing with. The moment he died, I just wanted to make a full commitment to working towards bringing awareness to mental health and making sure that people, don't feel alone in their whatever situation they're going through. So since I got hurt, I started a nonprofit called Dreaming Impossible. We focus on bringing awareness to mental health, disadvantaged youth, and kind of on the proactive side instead of reactive side with it. So ever since then, I just try to do as much as I can. I'm always as involved as people let me be, and just try to do whatever I can to bring awareness to mental health.
Yeah, and it's really impressive, man, because, in this day and age, there's so much, people seem to thrive on negativity in the media where it's there's always bad stories and negative stories, nothing positive. And then it's we follow you on social media, obviously, and you see, these great things you're doing in the community. And it's wow, this is awesome. It's it should get more attention. Does that become frustrating for you where it's listen, you're trying to make an impact in the community, there's all these things going on, and it's you're kind of fighting an uphill battle in some cases. Is that frustrating from your perspective?
Yeah, I think it's frustrating for a lot of us athletes. I don't think our good stories get covered enough. The moment we make a bad decision or the moment we get in some trouble, it's front page news. But, we do something great for our community. It's sitting at the back of the news, and a lot of people don't realize all the things that how active other players are in their communities, and it just kind of get overlooked sometimes.
Doug, my name is Joe, and I want to thank you for everything that you're doing in the community, like you said, working with mental health and getting that out there. But I want to talk to you a little bit, about football and going right into it. I want to know, how are you feeling physically? Are you 100% going into training camp?
Yeah, I'm 100%. When I got back in April, when we reported for OTAs, I was feeling 100%. I got cleared around February, so I've been feeling healthy, and the momentum's been building, and I've just been feeling real comfortable out there.
What are some of the things that you did to kind of get your body back and ready?
Wow, from the moment that I had surgery, I had physical therapy every single day, Monday through Friday. Those sessions were as much as 4 to 6 hours some days. I did a lot of cryotherapy, acupuncture, yoga. I pretty much tried to come up with anything I could to get my shoulder back and ready. But mainly, I had a great physical therapist, Alan Tyson, and he worked me and pushed me every single day. And during the time, I read, during the whole time that I was recovering, to keep me mentally strong and mentally motivated, because it was real tough some days, not really seeing a goal that you're working towards. You want to get back out there, but at the same time, you're not really around the team, because I was back in North Carolina, finishing up with school. And I read Drew Brees' book about his shoulder recovery and about how that was a very hard process for him, and, pretty much what he got out of that. So that kind of helped me stay motivated, and then, pretty much making sure that I came back, ready.
Yeah, we're excited about that, because prior to your injury last year in training camp, man, you were tearing it up. We were all excited to see what you can do, but unfortunately you get injured. Now, a lot of players we've talked to in the past, they say, when they miss time, they were actually able to learn a lot by watching the game on TV or from the sidelines, anything else. Did that apply for you? Did you sit back and learn some things you may not have learned, like by sitting out and watching it?
Yeah, you'll see that. Actually, Coach Wilson, Jamal Wilson, I DB coach, said that about Maye this offseason, about how him sitting out was able to give him another angle, and I felt the same way about me sitting out last year. I just felt like I could see things from a different angle. I still game plan the same way. I still, the playbooks I was able to break down film the same way and actually prepare like I was playing. But just seeing the game from a different angle and it slowing down a lot for me, it gave me a chance to really feel more comfortable coming into year 3.
Yeah, and the one thing you see with Coach Bowles and his defense, he likes versatile safeties. Like all you guys play a variety of roles, whether it's free or strong or you're coming down in the box. How would you describe your role in this defense?
Yeah, I feel like I can do everything. I can be in the box. I can be in the post. I feel like I'm like a chess piece. I can be used however they want me to be used. So for me, I just want to be a good teammate. I want to come in and do whatever I can to help this team win, and that's really pretty much all I'm focused on.
You touched a little bit on Coach Wilson. I want to know, how impactful is it to have him there as a kind of a shoulder to lean on, a guy that's teaching you, and also as well as Coach Jackson in your ear?
Oh man, they work perfectly together. They're two very good coaches. Jamal Wilson, he's very knowledgeable about the game. He knows what everybody's doing across the board, from the D-line, linebackers, to us. And Coach Jackson, being a guy that's played a long time and had a lot of success in his league, and still been coaching for a long time, he offers another angle. And they pretty much work together perfectly. And I've definitely enjoyed going through the spring with them, and I've picked up a lot of knowledge from them. I try to meet with them as much as possible just because they have so much knowledge about the game. And I feel like even though I was able to, still look at the game from a different angle last year, there's still a lot of things that I missed that I need to, get caught back on. And they've definitely been very supportive of that.
How huge is film study in your preparation?
For safety, that's everything. Safety, you're back there as a post safety. You have to identify matchups. You have to identify your threats, and you have to be able to recognize down distance and situations. And film study, just knowing what in what situation they're going to go to what play, can give you a couple steps, or it can make you break a little bit faster. It'll lead to more plays being made on the ball. So just spending that time studying the film, spending that time, taking care of pretty much the schoolwork of football, will help you perform a lot better on Sunday.
Heading into 2018, what are some of the things you want to work on?
For me, like I've been telling people, my main goal is to stay healthy. That's goal number one, to stay healthy. And then after that, I just want to see myself getting better every single day that I'm out there, just pretty much going out there and putting everything I have into it. And then, just being okay with the results, knowing that each and every day I worked as hard as I could, and I learned, and I don't make the same mistakes twice. Just trying not to be a repeat mistake offender. If I do that, I'm pretty sure I know I can make more plays, and I know I can be a good teammate and help this team win.
Once again, we're speaking with Doug Middleton, who's very kind to give us a few minutes. Doug, I got to ask you a question. What is it like playing alongside guys like Jamal Adams and Marcus Maye? That's got to be a blast, right?
Well, yeah, it's definitely a blast, man. Just those guys, just so energetic. They love the game so much, especially with Maul. Everybody see how Maul is, and he's very passionate about everything that he does. And just playing beside him, it's contagious. He's a great leader, and he's able to get guys riled up and ready to go. So he's a great player to play with.
And as a defensive player, like last year, it just seemed like there was so much passion and so much pride and so much energy. Is that something that you guys could feed off of? Like, it just seems like some of the games were a struggle, but it's like that defense, they never quit. They were relentless. Is that something you guys all feed off each other?
Yeah. I think last year, man, of course we were a young team, but I think it just came down to the fourth quarter in a lot of games, just pretty much finishing those games, and that's what we've been working on in all season. You know, we can have a great practice all the way up into that last period, but making sure that we finish it, finish that practice, and then lead on into the fall when we finish those games. Because, you know, we start games off, you know, great, but at the end of the day, you want to win the game. So we just got to do whatever we can to make sure we finish the right way.
Doug, do you set goals for yourself as you head into training camp?
Of course, you know, you set goals with how many starts you want to have, how many tackles you want to have, how many players on the ball you want to have, and how you pretty much see yourself progressing. I usually always do that. You know, I set goals for the off season, and then going into training camp, I usually sit down maybe a couple nights before training camp and kind of like get my mind prepared for what, you know, is about to go on, especially a month being in a hotel, you know, not really having many days off and just pretty much fighting for your life, for your career in training camp. So you go through and set goals you have for the season and just really, you know, do everything you can to work towards to achievement.
And Doug, what do you think Jet fans should expect from this defense in 2018? It seems like, you know, another year with, you know, Adams and Maye, and it seems like there's so much young energy, and you guys are all just,
right.
It seems like a very cohesive unit, a very close-knit unit. What can we expect from the defense this year?
Man, to be honest with you, we really, I mean, you heard it if you watch, you know, the Jets show that they've been, you know, making. The only thing we're worried about is winning. So we're going to do whatever it takes to give our team a better chance to win, whether that's making more plays. We're going to be more aggressive with, you know, with making plays on the ball. You know, we're going to be playing very physical, you know, fast and physical. Those are two things you're going to see. And we're just going to compete week in, week out. We don't expect, you know, step down from anybody. We feel like we can compete with anybody in this league, and we feel like we need to do whatever we got to do to, you know, get the ball back to our offense and help them win more games. So you're definitely going to see a team that's going to make a lot of splash plays and a lot of turnovers and fast and physical.
And here's probably the most important question, man. Last year, a Thursday night game, the dancing defense broke out, and it went viral. The videos were everywhere. Yeah. So the question is, have you worked on your dance moves this offseason, man? Are you ready for another episode of that?
I got to work on them, man. If I want to be out there, it looks like everybody out there is dancing, especially if you're playing beside Jamal. He's going to dance the whole time in between plays. So you got to make sure you work on those dance moves for sure.
Well, Doug, first of all, thank you very much for your time tonight. We really appreciate it. What is the best way for fans to follow you?
Social media, you can follow me, 21DM Era on Twitter, 36DM_Era on Instagram. And if you want to know any more about mental health and some of the things I do in my community, you can check out dreamingimpossible.org. That's where I pretty much put out my stuff for my foundation on there.
Yeah, and we'll definitely promote that, man. That's an excellent job, and I give you a lot of credit for that because it's something that's, like I said, it's near and dear to me. It's something that's very prominent out there. People are kind of scared to talk about and deal with. So a lot of credit, and we will do our best to promote that for you as well.
I appreciate you guys having me on the show. You guys have a great show. I always follow some of the things you guys do, and thanks for the opportunity.
Well, Doug, no, thank you, man. Have a great season. We'll talk to you down the line.
All right, thank you.